On May 14th, the Jiuquan Desert Long March rocket roared and sent 12 three-body computing satellites into the sky, marking the official launch of China's three-body computing constellation and declaring that humanity has officially entered the era of celestial computing. From then on, satellites are no longer data pipelines, but have evolved into space brains with autonomous decision-making capabilities. How disruptive is this technology? Simply put, it is the Dimensity computing system carried by the three-body constellation, which directly completes the entire process of data acquisition, calculation, and decision-making in space. This compresses decision-making from small time to seconds, equivalent to deploying 2,800 thinking satellites in low Earth orbit. Traditional satellites, on the other hand, are like delivery guys who need to tirelessly transmit data back to ground stations such as Earth for manual processing and receiving feedback from the ground. For example, it often takes several hours or even longer from taking a cloud image to getting a weather forecast. If China's three-body constellation captures smoke from a forest, it can automatically determine whether it is a fire within 20 seconds and send a warning directly to the phone. What's even more terrifying is that after 2,800 satellites are networked, they can share computing power like WeChat group chats, such as a satellite calculating earthquakes, the satellite calculating floods, and even checking each other after calculation. The century-old logic of space exploration has been overturned, so experts in the global aviation industry are now confused. We are still teaching satellites how to walk. China has made satellites think, should Chinese people be so ridiculous? The name three-body constellation clearly refers to the type of intelligence in the three-body system that locks in Earth's technology. But Chinese reality is more magical than fiction. The CSIS of the United States is a straightforward evaluation. Chinese satellites are capable of sensing and computing all in one, and the Starlink system of SpaceX is not even suitable. But what really makes the West uneasy is that foreign military experts speculate that if a conflict breaks out in the future, the three-body constellation can complete the positioning, identification, and fire control settlement of the U.S. aircraft carrier within 3 minutes. The GPS and ground center system that the U.S. military relies on takes at least 17 minutes, and the 14-minute difference is enough to make the aircraft carrier sink to the bottom of the sea 10 times back and forth. What's even more terrifying is that the electromagnetic spectrum warfare capability of the constellation can unilaterally suppress the coverage points of regional communication electronic warfare, which can be occupied by 5 aircraft carriers. Military experts were sweating profusely when they saw the final simulation results. This is not a satellite, it's like a space version of Dongfeng Express. But in reality, I don't think the three-body constellation is as terrifying as the West imagines. Through the Tianji computational network, we can at best bypass the internet and servers, directly process remote sensing, financial and logistics data of countries along the Belt and Road, and thoroughly grasp digital sovereignty. So, the arrival of the era of celestial computing is actually a leap from Earth computing to interstellar computing. When computing power breaks out of the atmosphere, the boundaries of civilization also expand to deep space. So now the West is weak and not scary, ignorance is the most deadly.